Another setback for the push to bring the new FBI headquarters to Prince George's County. A Senate committee just removed an amendment from Senator Chris Van Hollen designed to secure that move to Maryland.
Jess Arnold live at the current FBI headquarters in D.C. with more on this latest blow. And Jess, what comes next?
Yeah, Annie, the battle over to move this FBI headquarters actually began back in 2009. Now, yesterday's vote, as you mentioned, did remove the amendment to keep the new headquarters in the agreed upon location in Greenbelt, which the Senate Appropriations Committee had initially approved. Republicans ended up changing course after this one amendment had stalled the overall bill it was a part of. Now, at yesterday's hearing, Senator Chris Van Hollen said that this whole process had been bipartisan up until now.
I would say this is a microcosm of exactly what we were talking about before the break. Whether this committee is going to stand up for the work it's done on a bipartisan basis.
President Trump's team wants to move the headquarters to the Ronald Reagan building to save money and time. Now, this comes after the General Services Administration had selected the Greenbelt location in November 2023, and then the Senate committee had approved Van Hollen's amendment to protect that decision last week. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski changed her vote yesterday in order to pass the Commerce, Justice, and Science Appropriations bill with a 15-14 vote. She and other GOP leaders met with FBI Director Kash Patel, who said the GSA is now supporting the president's plan. Van Hollen said he had asked for the meeting to be bipartisan, but was not included.
Those monies had been set aside for the purpose, not of going to Maryland, but of going to the site that was selected through a nonpartisan process of experts that would meet the security requirements of the men and women of the FBI and the mission requirements of the FBI.
Now, next week, this legislation heads to the Senate floor after a week-long delay. And again, the overall purpose of this bill is to protect science and tech funding from some of these key slashes to key funding and programs that President Trump has been pursuing. From the current FBI headquarters, Jess Arnold, WUSA 9.
Jess Arnold with the latest on the FBI headquarters there.